So with April being Fair Housing Month, I thought it would be a perfect time to go over a form that is called the New York State Housing and Anti-Discrimination Disclosure Form. Now, the first time you meet with a real estate agent, they're supposed to go over this form with you. And this form goes over 3 different bullet points. Number 1 is it gives you a list of protected classes. Number 2, it gives you a wide range of different examples that you, as a consumer, could be discriminated against. And part 3, it goes over how and where to file a complaint. This form really helps educate the consumers. So let's talk protected classes. Real estate agents abide by a code of ethics, which prohibits any discrimination on any protected class. The protected classes that are mentioned on the form are race, color, creed, national origin, sexual orientation, gender identity, marital status, sex, age, disability, marital status, lawful source of income, and familial status. When I took my real estate course, I called the Fair Housing chapter the Oh Duh chapter. It's like, oh duh, don't discriminate anyone. Doesn't matter for these list of protected classes. Don't discriminate against anybody who wants to buy and sell real estate. After all, that is the American dream, to own your own house. Then the form goes over all the different examples of how a real estate agent can discriminate against you, the consumer. Now, there's various different ways, but I'll give you a couple of quick bullet points. Steering is another example of how a real estate agent can discriminate against you. Steering, think of it as like steering a car. A real estate agent is steering you towards one neighborhood, one school district over the other. Remember, you're the one with money. You are the one who's making the decision. So you can educate yourself on different neighborhoods and school districts, but you have to decide where you want to end up. Your real estate agent shouldn't tell you, oh, you don't want to live on the north side of town. You want to live on the east side of town. Now, another way that a real estate agent could violate a fair housing law is with a term called blockbusting. Now, blockbusting is when a real estate agent would go around to the block and start to induce like panic selling, right? Knock on the door, say, hey, there's a group of people moving into your neighborhood. It's going to cut down property values. It's going to turn the schools into garbage. You better sell your house now and make out while you still can. That is totally illegal. Another obvious way is for a real estate agent to just flat out refuse to sell to somebody based on one of those protected classes. So a real estate agent can't say, I won't sell this house to somebody with kids. This has to be a single family. You can't say that. That completely violates fair housing laws. And the third thing that this form goes over is the fact that you, the consumer, have the right to file a complaint. Before this disclosure form came around, not many people knew that if they were discriminated against, that they could actually file a complaint. If you feel that you've been discriminated against at all, you can call the Fair Housing Hotline, which is listed right below, and they will help you throughout the process from complaint to investigation. They will launch the investigation on your behalf to make sure that if this agent is indulging in anti-fair housing behavior, that they are either hit with heavy fines or in some cases even have their license removed. If you want more information on fair housing laws and rules, visit the website below, and I'll make sure I put that in the show description below. Just like all my videos, I hope this is helpful. I hope this is educating you. And if you have questions, never hesitate to reach out to me. I am here to help.